Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to do dominoes. I've got my new mold. Do you guys remember me doing these dominoes? These ones, these were my first ever. And silly me, I didn't even think that, you shouldn't be see-through so you can see the dots. Didn't occur to me, but they're really pretty. Like, you could still use them, maybe put them in a bag and then draw them out. But anyway, those are my first ones. Do love them. It was with the really cheap, clear kind of mold, like clear, like this color. And the mold was actually faulty. It was missing a dot. And I over-torched and some got stuck. Anyway, it's gone in the bin. So, haven't got that one anymore. But I did buy these two. So this is the next size up, the blue one. It's not quite as deep as this cream one. I'm going to go with the cream one. I don't know if you can see, but it is markedly deeper. And the little line in the middle there, it's a bit shorter, but it's thicker than that. So I'm thinking it'll be easier to paint. So that's what I'm going to do. Maybe this one another day, but this one today. And look what I've got. I've got some, now I don't know how you pronounce it. Paua or Paua, Abalone. P-A-O-A, I think it's spelt. Shells, abalone shells. So these were the pieces that I discarded in today's pour. But they seem to have like, that must be the outside because you can feel that it's kind of rough. And then that's the inside. So what I'm using is the outside because I think it's got more of a holographic look to it. I don't know if you can pick that up, but the outside seems to have more holographics to it. That's the outside of that one. That's the inside. So anyway, these are the pieces that I've chosen not to use today. I just bought them on eBay, came in a bag like that. So I've gone ahead and put them face down, like pretty side down, shimmery side down in my mold. And it took me a while to do last night, so that's why I've done it ahead of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour in some clear resin. Because see how they're kind of moving, because they're wobbling on top of the dots. So I'm going to pour some clear resin in, maybe halfway, depending on how much I need, just to get them to sit there and not move. And then I'm going to come back with another coat. And because they got that holographic look, I was deciding whether to do this one. That's the gold. Whoops. That's the gold. It's just Arteza Gold Glow, because see, they've got this gold look to them as well. And then my other thought was this one. It's more of a white. I don't know if you can see that on my hand, but it's also got a shimmer, so it's picking up this sort of purpley bluish shimmer to it. So I haven't decided which one I want to go with. I'm sort of tending towards the gold, or maybe I can mix the two together. That one is white opal. Who's it by? Who's it by? I don't even know who it's by. White opal. Oh, Arteza Creations down there. Tiny little writing. So anyway, I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to put on, but they're both pretty. I'm just thinking maybe the gold because there's a lot of the bluey tones in it. So anyway, get my glove back on. I've got gold all over my glove. So I'm going to pour some resin. I didn't know how much to use. I probably should have measured it first, but I didn't. I got 120 grams, 3, 6, 9, 12, 4 ounces. It's probably too much. I'm just going to pour some in here because it's too difficult to pour out of there. It's probably all going to run down the side. So pour it into my little paper cup. I can do this and I've got more control over it. All right. So here we go. Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly how much to put in there. I'm just going to pour slowly. I don't want too many bubbles. So I just need enough for it to like stick down, basically. Actually, I should have a little tweezer or something to just push you over a bit. It was a bit tricky working out, you know, which pieces went where. Oh my gosh. It was a bit tricky. That'll do. All right, let's just do this. Get some resin in there. Even if just the bottom of the shell is touching the resin, that's enough just for them to, you know, stick down. And then over the next half an hour or so, as the resin's setting, I can come and just make sure that they are sitting as flat as possible. Put some more in there. Be interesting to see how much this mold actually takes, because it's quite deep. These dominoes are quite deep. I mean, you don't have to go all the way to the top either, but if you don't, you're going to get that little lip. When you unmold, you'll get the little lip because you haven't gone all the way to the top. So I don't think it'll matter if I have nice thick dominoes. Will we? Be nice. I don't know. Those gold ones that I did, they were pretty thin. Not sure what the standard depth is. And I hope I've got enough to do half a mold. It looks as if I'm filling them up halfway by the looks of it. So I think I've calculated pretty well. But see how it's sticking up? I'll just have to wait for the resin to thicken a little bit, and then I can push them down. Because at the moment they're kind of balancing on the little balls that are in there, for the little dots, balls, whatever you call them. I've got a bit of resin left. Oh, look at this, I've only just got enough, you guys. And here am I worrying that I've made up too much. Because there's 28 of these, right? So if I did 10 grams per piece, that's 280 grams. This is 120 that I've got mixed up. So I probably will use the 280, which is 10 grams per dominoes. So I might actually make up a little bit more for the second batch. Now I'm just going to even this out to see if I can get them all to be this relatively the same amount, which is taking them up halfway. Oh, we're dripping. Resin's such a messy thing, isn't it? You can see these ones don't have as much in them. So 120 in this batch, well actually 125 to be exact, because I did 85 of part A and 40 grams of part B. Probably haven't got quite enough. Oh well, it'll be fine. As long as there's enough to stick the bottom of the shells down, to hold them in place, it will be fine. Now let me just clean my hands here. Baby wipes are amazing to get resin off your fingers. Alright, so and there's some bubbles. I'm going to use my little tiny torch just to go over real quickly. Because it's got such a little tiny area, you can just aim it to where you want it to go without it like melting your mold. So that's very handy. Alright, there we go. Bubbles have gone. Turn off. You're going to make sure that its flame's totally gone before you go putting it down. Sometimes you think it's gone out, but it hasn't. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, see that one's on a bit of an angle. I'm just going to make sure that they're all kind of pressed down. But yeah, I think I'll have to wait until, there's a bubble, I think I'll have to wait until the resin starts to thicken a little bit. Some of them are just balancing precariously on one or two dots. This one is as well. That one is as well. Not too bad. So yeah, as the resin thickens, I'll just come and reposition them, make sure that they're lying flat. That one's pointing up. So yeah, I'll do that. There's a bubble, give it another torch. And then I'll come back to do the next layer. And yeah, I'll make up a little bit more next time, just because some of them aren't even half full now. Interesting. Okay, so 10 grams per little hole. All right, let me get my gloves off. And I'll see you in about 4 hours. It'll be still tacky, but it will be ready to do the next batch on. I'll take you down so you can have a little peekaboo. See what they're looking like. Look at the shimmer already. Look at that. And this is the ugly side, if you can say that. That's the back. The pretty side's down. Aren't they gorgeous? So you can see there how much... Oh, there's a bubble. There's a bubble. I'm going to get you. You just wait right there. I'm coming for you. I thought that was a bubble, but it's not. It's a little ball. But look how pretty they are. Abalone. So pretty. You can see there how much I've filled them in. Like they're not even halfway. Oh, there's a bubble too. Wait right there. I'm coming for you too. So there we go. I'll be back. So, do we do the gold? It's a very pale gold. Or do we do the shimmer, white opal? I don't know. Decisions. And you can't answer me. Oh well. Alright, I'll see you in a few hours. Hey guys, it's 7 p.m. And these are hard enough. They're no longer sticky. I was checking on them sort of every hour, but they're no longer sticky, so I'm going to go with the next layer. This time I've made up 160 grams, and I'd rather have a little bit left over than not have enough, obviously. What I thought I would do is just put a little bit in here and mix these two together just to see what they look like. But because... Like, see this one here, see how it's quite gold? This is the back, but they've got quite a lot of gold on them. So I thought that's why I'd use the gold, but I just want to see what it looks like with just a little bit of that in there. And I won't waste a lot of it, just in case I don't like it. So this is the Gold Glow by Arteza, and because I've only got a tiny little bit of resin there, I put a tiny little bit of that in there. And then a little bit of this. Oops, that's too much. Maybe that's probably half of what I've got there. Now I need another stick. Oh, this one will do. That'll do, I guess. I don't know if that's enough pigment. I probably need a bit more because I need it to be opaque, don't I? So it's still got the gold look to it. When I look in the cup, it looks quite white. But then when I do that, it's quite gold. Oh, look, there's the shimmer. All right, let's do that. Let's do maybe 2 parts gold to 1 part shimmer. Pour that in there. Might as well use it, hey? Ooh, look at it. And I'll wipe my little little plastic cup out, and I can use it again for something else. Right. Now, decent amount. Scoop. That might not even be enough because it's a big cup of resin, and then half a scoop of that one. Alright, let's see what it does. Ideally, you'd put your powder in first and then pour your resin on top, just so it sort of encapsulates it there, but at the moment it's sort of sitting on top, so you do have the risk of it blowing away. I should stir gently. I'm stirring like I'm stirring acrylic paint for a pour. put some more gold in. I just want it, I mean, it needs to be opaque, doesn't it? Not like last time where I did the wrong thing. Right, so 2 scoops of that one. That'll be enough. And then another half of this one. Seems to be quite strong, this one. Where's my lid? There. Alright, so that's those 2. I'm going to put them like that so that you can read them. Give that another stir. Because I don't want to do like what I did last time and have them so that you could see the dots through the back, hey? Although I don't think you're going to be able to really see. Most of the dots are going to be covered by the shell. But I can see a few, you know, there's a few poking out. Hopefully this will give us a really pretty shimmer and just highlight those beautiful abalone shells. Look at that. So it's a very pale gold. I've never used this gold before. It's so pretty. Gold glow. I bought a pack, like a box of Arteza mica powders just from Amazon. It had like 3 or 4 different golds in it. This is so pretty. Alright, now I'm going to do the same as I did last time. Pour in here. And I've got more control from this little paper cup. I can pinch it. Alright, here we go. Goodbye, little shells. I'll see you tomorrow. Now, I'm not going to fill all the way just yet. I'm just going to make sure I've got enough, and then I'll torch, and then I'll come back and maybe put a little bit more on after I've torched. Because if you do it too thick, then you can't get your bubbles that are trapped inside on that first layer. Look how we're getting that. Oh, look, that's bubbles. I was going to say, look at all the pretty patterns we've got, but those are bubbles. All right, some more. Feel free to fast forward. It's starting to drip there now, so I need to wipe that. Once you get one drip, it's easy for the others to sort of follow suit, and then they all want to drip down because the little drip mark's already there. So keep it clean. Only fill up your little cup no more than halfway, otherwise it's too hard to pour because it does start dripping down the side then. That's what I've learnt anyway. Learnt the hard way of it all dripping down the side of the cup. And some more. I may even just do the alcohol spritz trick, you know, to pop the bubbles. Okay, whoops, better not pour over the top of that just in case I spill. Nearly done. Fast forward if you don't want to watch me do this. I don't mind. I just wanted to get it done tonight. That way I can unmold in the morning. Yay! Favorite time of the day. Unmolding. Whoops, there we go. Missed a bit. Alright, a bit more. Oh, a little bit there. Okay, so now I'm just going to wipe my stick so I can use him again. It's my stir stick. Clean up. Okay, so I'll do a little torching for these main bubbles and then I'll come and spritz. You want to work again? They don't hold very much. Butane. I'll go to my other one. They probably don't like being held upside down. See, I'm just torching just into the middle of each one just to get those bubbles that are accumulated there in the center. Because resin wants to pull from the outside in and it sort of takes all the little bubbles with it. So I'll do that. And then I'll put some more in, bring them up to the top, and I actually want them to dome, I think, so we don't get that lip. Although these aren't doming just yet. They're pretty thick though. Like, I don't know, do I want them to dome? They're going to be very thick dominoes. Maybe I won't. I can just sand that little lip if there's a little lip, can't I? Yeah. You just got to be careful that they're all the same though. Like if you don't dome them all, then you just have to be careful that they're all the same thickness, hey? I'm really surprised how much resin this little mold takes. Like, I'm really surprised. I shouldn't have wiped my stick, should I? Because now I need it again. Yeah, really surprised it holds so much. Like 280 grams. That's almost 10 ounces. It's probably 9 ounces, something like that. I'd have to calculate it, but something like that. Holds a lot for a little mold. I actually have to be careful here that I've got enough. It'd be terrible if I ran out for the last row. So I haven't got much left at all. I have to scrape. Wow, look at that. Just as well I didn't dome them. I might actually have to pinch a little bit. That one hasn't got much in it. I might have to just pinch a little bit from a couple of the others. Wow. Was not expecting that. That's such a lot of resin. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm a big sticky mess with all that resin everywhere. Yeah, I'm going to have to take a little bit. I'll do that later. They're pretty similar, but you know, I might even just make up an extra. I think I will. I'll just make up like an extra ounce, 30 grams. Now let's spritz. So just with your alcohol, this is 100%. Make sure it's got one of these U-Butte little sprays on the top there, and from up high, give it a spray. Did you see that? See all the bubbles popping on the surface there? Sort of like to go each corner and then in the middle. So there's enough alcohol sitting on top that when the extra bubbles do decide to come up, they'll pop. And then, of course, the alcohol will evaporate. So it won't stay there very long, but hopefully long enough to, there's a bit of dry resin, long enough to pop those extra bubbles that come up. I can still see some over here. So it does work. I mean, it's not, I don't think it works as well as the heat, but it certainly does work. I'm going to get you down. Oh, no, I won't. I'm going to leave it at that because I've still got my gloves on and I'm just going to make up another ounce of resin. I don't want to take them off just yet. So I'll see you in the morning. I'll just top these up a little bit. I'll see you in the morning for the grand unmolding. All right, see you then. Hey everybody, it's the next day. Are they set? They are. Yay! Brought you down here next to me so we can have a look together. Look how thick that mold is. It's the same, oh, it's about nearly the same thickness as my finger is. All right, let's have a little look at these. Now, I think I'm thinking to go with white dots because the shells are quite dark. I don't really want to do black, but we'll see what happens. And I don't want to do gold because that'll just clash with this gold and I think it'll look a bit tacky. Let's have a look. Hopefully they come out nicely. Actually, how about we do, oh, look at that. Bendy. Let's do some bendies and make it easier to get them all out. Look at that. That works. Loosen them all up a little bit, like so. Oh, you're just keen to get out, aren't you? Look at you. You're just jumping out. All right, let's have a look. Seeing as you're so keen. Look at that. So you can see how much I did on that top layer. Not quite half, but I wrote down how much I needed. So next time I can do a bit better with the half. All right, here we go. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. What do you think? Look at that sparkle. Now, can you see there's 5 holes there, and then there's a line, and there's nothing on that side. All right, let's get them out real quick. I won't do a close-up of all of them. I'll be here all day. It's like a little, you know how you preserve insects and things inside those blocks of resin or whatever it is they preserve things in? It looks like that. Oh, so pretty. See, if I had to put, oh, there's a 6. If I had to put gold on these, it would, A, clash with the sort of pale, sparkly gold underneath, because it'd be a different colour. And there's a lot of black already in the shell, so that's why I'm thinking white. But I'll just get them all out, and then, oh, I didn't show you that one. I'll show you them all so that you can see what each one looks like. And I'll just put them over here. Hopefully you can see the shimmer. Sometimes they throw a bit of pink, other times it's purple or green. It's so pretty. When I bought these, I've actually had them for quite a while, these shells, and I wasn't sure what to do with them. I thought I'd put them in a coaster, and then when my new Domino's mold arrived last week, I thought, yes, let's do that, because they're only little and I can use 2 pieces in each. So I didn't have enough to do a whole set of coasters. Turn that around so I can reach without leaning in over in front of you. When it catches the light there, they're just amazing. They come out so easily from this mold. That other mold, my cheapy one, yeah, it got stuck. They're not real good, those cheap ones. You know, you get what you pay for. You pay peanuts, you get monkeys. And I've worked out that those other molds, those white ones, I can only use them like probably 6 to 8 times, and then they lose their shine and they go white. So you get this white matte look, which happened with my heart molds. So yeah, I couldn't use them anymore. Right, so there they are. My mat's been stained by pink ink. Pink ink. All right, now. So, yeah, good mold. Just got it from Amazon, eBay, something like that. So what I thought I would do now is I'm going to get some of this Amsterdam white. And I've got some water in my little cup there. I'm going to mix them up. And I'm going to put them in my little dropper bottle. I bought a pack of these. I think I bought 30, and I also made sure I had bought some little funnels. Is that going to fit? Yes, it fits. Then I can pour in there. So these are really good if you want to make up your own inks or just different colours, like make up just a little bit though, because you don't need a lot. And you can have maybe a black one, a white one, a gold one, whatever. If you're doing a lot of dominoes, you know, and have them sitting in here ready to go. So let me just move my dominoes out of the way, and we'll mix up some paint. So there we go, we're all set up. Now, I'm not really sure how much paint or water to use. I'm just going to put a little bit in until, oops, I should have picked a fuller tube, shouldn't I? There we go. I don't think we need a lot. And just a little bit of water. I'll I'll try just a little bit first and we'll see what happens. So we just need it to be a, you know, a nice thin runny consistency. Not too runny though, I would think. I want it to be nice opaque colour. There's no point putting it on if you can, you know, see through into your dominoes. You want it to have a nice block colour. So what can I test it on? Oh, I think it'll be alright. It looks pretty opaque, doesn't it? Look at that. Can't really see through it. Wipe my finger on my scrubs. That's why I wear scrubs. You should see the front of my scrub shirt. It's covered in paint because I do this. I wipe my hands on the scrubs. Oh. Not if I've got a lot of paint on, then I wash my hands. But if I just got a little bit like that, then onto the scrubs it goes. All right. Now, is that going to be a nice runny consistency? I hope so. I might add just a tiny little splash of water because I want it to be able to come out of the dropper bottle nicely. You don't want it to be thick and claggy coming out of the bottle, hey? Right, that leaves a nice stream. Alrighty, let's see how that goes, hey? Got my little funnel there. I think I've got a pack of 10 funnels or something like that on eBay. Love eBay. I'm just not going to pour through that thick painty area there. Let's just pour through here. Go slowly. So I don't want the funnel to overflow. I think this is a, I think it's a 50, I don't know. Is it a 50 ml? It's either a 50 or a 30 ml bottle, this one. Might be a 50. Okay, so like I said earlier, you know, if you do a lot of dominoes, you might want to do, make sure you wash that out straight away. You might want to do some black, I hope that's enough. A black one, a white one, a gold one, silver one, whatever colours that you might use a lot of. And then they can just be sitting in there on your shelf, ready to go. Okay, I hope that works, otherwise I'll need to tip it out and put more water in, but let's see how it goes. Alright, take the little nozzly bit off. Sometimes that's annoying though, because it like flicks into things. I have to hold it. Right, I might sit down for this actually. Oh, let me get a chair, because then I can see where the holes are, otherwise I can't see. Oh, sitting down on the job. There we go. Alright. Oh, this one's a 6.6. Let's see how we go, hey? I don't know. Oops, there's a little drop. Now, I think we just have to put a drop in and swirl it around. Oh my gosh, I'm not very good at this. I'm sure I'll get better. Put a drop in, so I better hold on to it. Swirl it around. Those of you that make dominoes a lot are probably laughing at me, going, that's not how you do it. Oh, I missed. Went over again. I guess you should have a little damp cloth just to go over if you make a mistake. I'm sure I'll get better at it as I go along. I've got 28 to do. And I would have to start with the biggest one. Hey, I didn't even realise it was a 6.6. I'm probably rushing because you guys are watching. Let me just take my time. I think I'm probably just going to have to take my time. Concentrate. It's going to take me a while. Let's do the line. Oops, actually no, there's a big drop there. Seems to be a drop that accumulates at the bottom of the little tube. Oh, is that a bubble? Oh, there's a bubble. Oh my gosh. It would have to be a bubble, wouldn't there? Never mind. I think that's a bubble in that one. All right, let's do the little line. Again, fill him up. pretty easy to do actually. Like I'm not filling it up with the white. I'm just putting the white in and then swirling it around a little bit. That probably wasn't a very good example, that one, because there's a hole just there. Okay, actually I'll do another one. I'll do another one and then I'll show you. I'll do a close-up. Actually, I'll bring you down next to me. Want to come down next to me? And we'll do one. Because it's a bit high up there, isn't it? Right. Let's do this one here. Hopefully there's no more holes. Actually, that's a bubble there. Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. Maybe they're having a bubble underneath the actual shell. Let's do another one. Maybe the resin, maybe I didn't actually have quite enough of the clear resin. And could have possibly, you know, not had enough of the resin, so I had an air bubble underneath. So you've got to kind of hang on to it, moves. Just swirling it around. See, there's a drop on the bottom there, so I won't do that little line just yet. I'll go, whoa, whoa. Should have a little baby wipe ready, I think. It's a little, I'm not actually squeezing the bottle, a little drop just automatically comes to the surface there, and then I'm using that one drop just to spread it around. Now I'll wipe that because I don't want a drop going in there just yet. Okay. Let's wipe the edges. Yay, I did it! I did the dominoes. The domino effect. Alright, put you on autofocus. Why won't you focus? What's your problem? What is your problem? Why won't you focus? Oh gosh. Doesn't want to focus today. It probably doesn't know what to focus on, the dots or the shells or the dominoes or what. So anyway, there it is. I will have to sand that little edge there. It's quite sharp. A sanding block is really easy. Just run it over the sanding block like that, or if you wanted to, you could go around on each edge with a nail file. There's not a lot there, like there's not a lot of the little lip. But it is really quite sharp, so if you're selling them or letting kids play with them, you'll have to be careful because they're sharp and they'll cut you. So there we go. I'm not going to bore you with me dotting all the rest of them. I'm going to sit myself down and do them all and show you the finished product when I'm done, but I've got a lot to do. Oh, there they are. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you real soon for the next video. Hope you've enjoyed this one. And I've got some dried flowers that I want to use as well, and I've bought some other little knicky-knackies and things to do some more, so stay tuned, hit that little subscribe bell, and you can watch me make more dominoes. Alright, thanks for watching, love you all, bye for now.